Happy Friday. Thank you for coming. We saw a huge spike in price of Bitcoin, especially yesterday. Ethereum is still below the 3,600, so below the average price that it was in the beginning of the month. Bitcoin is going back up, seems that it has a strong momentum, currently at $102,564. The dominance is going down, and we're seeing that because, for example, in the last 7 days alone, XRP went up 42.6%. So XRP is at $3.23 per token. Amazing. Solana is back at the 220. Solana has been moving. The volatility on Solana itself is ridiculous. People who have huge bags of Solana are most likely biting their toes and nails and everything else out of fear of seeing so much up and down. One day we're at the 170 and the other day we're at 220. Who knows what the price will be for Solana? So that being said, we are going to take a look today at the prices here. We're going to take a look at our spreads. We got some money and some losses on that end, and we also have some liquidation news. This video will be a little bit faster than usual. We don't have much news regarding the crypto market as a whole, so this will be more data driven, and then on Monday we will see what other spreads we can open to profit from this. So let's jump right into it. So the price of Bitcoin, as you can see from the charts, is approaching the top of the Bollinger. And whenever it does that, especially when it doesn't have as much volume as it did right here, look at the amount of volume we had in these days. When it happens that it touches the Bollinger, we see things like these right here. So it's going to touch the Bollinger, maybe it's going to break out a little, but the next day will be a little red. So most likely today we will see most likely $103,000 Bitcoin, and then tomorrow we should see a little bit of a pullback from these prices. For Ethereum, we are looking a little different because here we're not touching the top of the Bollinger. Instead, we are going above the medium average here from the Bollinger itself. So that being said, if we keep this momentum, if you also look at other indicators, you see that we are going to be bullish a little bit on the RSI, and other indicators as well indicates that Ethereum has some potential to go back up to the 36, maybe not today and not tomorrow, especially throughout the weekend where we have lower volatility. So we should see that maybe next week of the 3600 if we keep the momentum and Bitcoin helps us achieve that goal. You see, Bitcoin has a strong momentum. The volume is still lacking a little bit, but we just started. We still have lots to go here regarding this. So if you scroll down, we have our September 2025 for Ethereum and Bitcoin, the 2,800 for Ethereum, the 70,000 for Bitcoin. The 70,000 is $2,000 in profit that I can pocket if I wanted to. Again, as I said, I'm gonna close this most likely after March. So March, we should be seeing a huge rally by the end of Q1, just to make sure we get these numbers right. As I said, Q1 is a very good performing quarter, for Ethereum, altcoins, and also for Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not that bad for Bitcoin either. And we should be seeing that reflect in these leaps right here. And then we can close them, take the profit, and roll more leaps for the next year. That being said, the copy trading is doing very, very good. We are already at 3.72% in this month, and we're halfway, a little bit over halfway there. So we're going to be doing very, very good in this first month of the year. If you scroll down, you see that we had some changes here on the UI. So if you have any issues or any problems, please reach out to us here on the topics. But so far we are 14.59. This is the average across all of the positions that we have. Of course, we withdrew 801, which was from that duplicate. And now you can see all of these here in the same space instead of having multiple positions, and the rest we're gonna adjust later. You can see here, these were the movements that I did before. Is listing as yesterday, but we actually covered when we closed these. We withdrew for the 0DT and we withdrew for the Phoenix. So these dates are wrong, but the withdrawal amount is right. So if you have any issues here, just let us know and we're gonna guide you through everything here. That being said, liquidation wise, we saw $304 million in liquidations, almost 50% smack in the middle were from longs and the rest were from shorts. You can see right here, 50.05% were short positions liquidated and the rest were long positions liquidated. And you can see that on Bitcoin, shorts got liquidated. On Ethereum, longs got liquidated. So it was funny to see that the market was not moving in the same direction. And we saw a bunch of different things here moving in different ways. In the liquidation map, you see that we're not as imbalanced as we were in the last video, where we had huge amount of one side and very little on the other, but we still do have a discrepancy here. We're not 50-50. We have way more longs right here than we have shorts, especially right now on Bitcoin. If we go to Ethereum, it is a little bit different. You can see we have way more longs than we have shorts, but we are distributed a little bit different than we were for Bitcoin. And you can see there's people that have been longing for a while now, below the 3,200 even. So a lot of these people are going to be in the profit and are going to be looking to close positions, but most likely this will only happen once we start to get these people out here, when people who are trying to short Ethereum right now. So on the heat map, we can see that the next target for Bitcoin, and it is a very strong one, is going to be the $103,000. And again, this goes back to what I said here in the beginning. It's going to reach 103,000 and then it's going to lose momentum and it's going to correct tomorrow. So this is my opinion. Again, we can fact check on Monday to see if I was right or wrong, but this is what I think is going to happen, because it's going to take this liquidation level right here, as it did, for example, right here. Look, it took the liquidation, it liquidated a lot of people, and then it correct for the next day. So this is most likely what's going to be happening here. Now, something that we're seeing in DeFi is that Bitcoin DeFi TVL, so not centralized, we're actually talking DeFi, decentralized finance of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is very strong, but not in DeFi. In DeFi, Ethereum is king, but we're seeing a huge spike in TVL for Bitcoin, dApps on Bitcoin, on the Lightning Network, and everything Bitcoin related. We're seeing a lot of that, a lot of adoption from DeFi users to DeFi Bitcoin. We can see the screenshot here from DeFi Llama that we have since November a lot of volume inflowing into Bitcoin DeFi, and that is across the whole Bitcoin network. So we're not talking about Bitcoin as a coin, but here as a blockchain, as a network, and all the other things that it has built on top of it. For example, we're seeing a lot of volume going into Babylon, which is inside the Bitcoin network, because now they've made possible for you to stake native Bitcoin for some yield. A lot of people were scared of depositing Bitcoin because they would deposit wrapped Bitcoin, they would hold Bitcoin into centralized exchanges, but now we have that way of doing that in DeFi with Babylon, but not now, but it's catching up some steam, especially in the past few weeks. And now, before we end the video, let's talk about XRP. A lot of people are mentioning already on Twitter things like XRP is going to overtake Ethereum, Ripple will be the global blockchain for transactions, a lot of these things that bring us back to the pump it up meme from way back. But actually, we have to take a look here at some data. XRP over Bitcoin, so not XRP USDC or USDT, but XRP Bitcoin is up 32% in the past month, just in January alone. The last time we saw spikes like this, we saw movements like this between XRP and Bitcoin was in 2017. And when we saw RSI above the 70 for this pair, we actually saw a movement of 2,400% for XRP. Is that going to happen again? Well, most likely yes, but not in the same strength. I don't think we're going to see 2,000% again, but we still have ways to go between the peak RSI from last time, which was 86, and the current RSI right now that we have. So could we still see a lot of potential for XRP? Of course. Are we going to see XRP flip Ethereum in market cap? I don't know, but it will be crazy and not impossible to see that in this year. So what do you think? Of course, here I'm not talking about, are you an XRP user? Are you not an XRP user? A lot of people in crypto Twitter are saying that XRP is normie territory. So just like Cardano, XRP and Litecoin, these three are known because they're older than these new tokens. They're known by the masses. They're known by non-crypto users. But you also have to consider that, for example, here in Brazil, Latin America's biggest bank called Nubank, they are using Ripple technology for transactions. So a lot of institutional is already using Ripple as a blockchain for transactions, for faster payment processing than just using the conventional traditional finance technology that we have. So Ripple is already almost mainstream, we can say, if you compare that to other tokens. It's already been used by a lot of people, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So this could fuel this rally even more. So my price prediction for XRP, I don't know, but right now we are at 3.2. We could see that number maybe going to 4. Who knows, 5? Well, I'll leave it for you to comment down below your price prediction for XRP. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Peace.